Chennedy, you and I have talked about this on numerous occasions in terms of the work that y'all have put in to elevate the level of recognition your sport, women's sports altogether, especially women's basketball, so richly deserves and has been underappreciated for years. Well, if you see somebody comes along and all of a sudden, wait a minute here, I mean, we can ride this wave right here and this could really get us to a place we've been starving to get to, you don't get in the way of that.
Angel Reese and Chennedy Carter just got iced out by the WNBA. And yeah, this whole situation, it's getting flat out embarrassing. So how did we even get to this blowout moment? Hold up, because this next part might catch you off guard. See, these two weren't just teammates or casual friends. They were tight. Like, thick as thieves, kind of tight. Besties with a shared mission, and that mission, Caitlin Clark. The new face of the league, the rookie getting all the shine. But to them, she wasn't just a competitor. She was the rival. You could say Angel. And Chennedy were the Bonnie and Clyde of the anti-Caitlin movement, riding together, bonded by a mutual chip on their shoulder. And now, that loyalty might have cost them big.
I think at the end of the day, I'm a competitor. Now that it's another day, I've had an off day, now I can answer your questions and I can let you know how I really feel about things. But I'm a competitor, and I'm going to compete no matter who you are and no matter who's in front of you. So that's just what it was. Heat of the moment play, we're getting at it, we're going back and forth. It's basketball, it's all hoops. After we finish the game...
Angel Reese and Chennedy Carter didn't just show up. They lit the WNBA on fire. Not with buckets, not with blocks, but with pure, unfiltered drama right in the middle of center court. But here's the twist. That fire, yeah, it's turning. Cold, real cold. The same league that once watched them stir the pot is now putting them on ice. This ain't just some petty beef. This feels like betrayal. And baby, it's getting ugly fast. And believe me, that's just the beginning.
If a golden goose lands in front of your face and you recognize them for being that, and there's an incredible benefit that comes down the pike while competing and trying to get the best of her and get your own shine and elevate your own cachet. It could be endorsement deals. It could be anything. The point is, you exploit it and capitalize off of it rather than get in the way of it. The reason why everybody's talking about this story is because it involved Caitlin Clark.
True.
Period.
Absolutely.
Once upon a time in Motown, Angel Reese and Chennedy Carter were inseparable. Not just teammates, but a true ride-or-die duo. And if there was one thing that bonded them more than basketball, it was their shared spot in the Let's Hate Caitlin Clark Club. Any chance they got? They threw shade, side-eyes, hard fouls, sneaky jabs in interviews. You name it. The energy, pure Mean Girls, WNBA edition. But trust me, every storybook friendship hits a plot twist. And this one, it's coming in hot.
I think so many people are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game.
The WNBA cameras ate it up. ESPN couldn't look away. Social media straight up exploded. Fans picked sides. Team Reese, Team Clark. And then there was Team, wait, who the hell is Chennedy again? The drama was viral. The timeline was chaos. And just like that, the rivalry wasn't just on the court. It was everywhere.
New reaction after this controversial foul on Caitlin Clark.
Unnecessary.
Clark's Indiana Fever taking on the Chicago Sky on Saturday. The Sky's Chennedy Carter hitting a shot, then heading over to Clark and shoulder checking her. The refs called it a common foul, but the league yesterday upgraded the call to a flagrant foul.
Her and Carter were jawing a little bit back and forth the last few possessions.
The two were seen before the play, exchanging words at the other end of the court. Carter refused to answer questions about the foul after the game.
I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions.
But later, Carter saying this on social media. Besides three-point shooting, what does she bring to the table?
I think at this point, I know I'm going to take a couple hard shots a game.
Clark's coach calling the foul unacceptable.
That was a non-basketball play that happened.
Many online criticized the foul. Tennis great Martina Navratilova saying this is not okay. Some comparing it to this hit on rookie Angel Reese from Alyssa Thomas, which got Thomas ejected from the game.
But here's the thing. When your bond's built on bitterness, it doesn't take much to break. One crack, one moment, and the whole thing starts to fall apart.
Have gotten into it with some player from the Mystics or some other player from the Liberty or somebody else, we would not have been talking about it. We're talking about it because it's Caitlin Clark. So if we know that, then we're recognizing the cachet that Caitlin Clark brings. And all I'm saying is ride that wave. Ride it.
What started as playful, petty squabbling turned into a full-on implosion. Behind the scenes, tension was bubbling. Quiet, but constant. While the media was hyping up Angel Reese as the Bayou Barbie, the rebound queen, Chennedy Carter. Yeah. She got the boot. No spotlight, no headlines, just silence. And in this league, silence speaks volumes.
Just having my teammates back. Me and Kennedy are super competitive, and just having a competitive edge. I love my teammates, and I'm always going to have their back, so it was just competition.
Let's rewind for a second. Chennedy Carter delivered that now infamous hip check on Caitlin Clark. And while fans went to war over whether it was just tough defense or straight up assault, the league, they noticed. And guess what? They didn't like it one bit. Now here's what they're not telling you. The Chicago Sky called it disciplinary protocol. But let's be real, it was a polite firing. No team, no franchise, no future. Chennedy didn't just get benched. She got blacklisted, and not even Angel Reese's rising media power could shield her from the fallout. That's when the vibe shifted. Angel? She started pulling away. No more buddy-buddy posts. No more tag-teaming Clark. It wasn't us versus her anymore. It was just Angel and her new best friend, the media.
Kennedy, we're kind of brought up, how me and Kennedy play our games. We go off of energy, and we're a dynamic duo where we come off a lot of energy, and we're just super competitive every single day. So hopefully that translates obviously to the WNBA, but I think we started and done a great job being able to continue that.
Kennedy, for you, what was that?
Chennedy saw it all go down in real time. The same media that once hyped her up for being fearlessly aggressive. Yeah, they left her out in the cold. Meanwhile, Angel Reese was out here hitting red carpets, flashing cameras, and dropping lukewarm sound bites about uplifting women in sports. The same sport that just shoved her so-called ride or die out the back door. That chemistry? Gone. That friendship? Over. No more posts. No more love. And according to insiders, they barely spoke before Chennedy even left the Sky. And it all traces back to one name. Caitlin Clark, the rival that brought them together, was the same one that tore them apart.
I'm just seeing a lot of things of players, fans, just not understanding who I am as a player. You have to understand me as a person too, and don't just look at one tape and form an opinion about me. I'm truly a passionate person about the game, and I'm genuine. You can ask all my teammates. They've got to know me. They know the real Kennedy Carter. So I'm just saying, don't form an opinion off of one little clip, and you didn't even see the whole game and or the play that led to that.
Angel Reese. She's the self-made poster girl for confidence. The Bayou Barbie. Lashes on point, edges laid, and an unapologetic attitude that screams, I'm her. Yeah, she leads the league in rebounds. But let's be honest. If rebounds were everything, Dennis Rodman would have been the face of the NBA forever. And just like Rodman, Angel brings the theatrics. She struts across the court like it's a runway, points to the ring finger, talks her talk. But when it's time to walk the walk, the legs start to wobble. How many times have we seen it? Point-blank layups, missed. Free throws, bricked. Footwork, sloppy. And when the game's on the line, let's be real, you're hoping someone else takes that final shot. But here's the kicker. None of that matters. Because in today's game, the media's not checking box scores when the box braids are giving. Angel. Reese isn't just an athlete anymore. she's a brand. And brands get protected. ESPN loves her because she pulls ratings. Magazines eat it up because she's marketable. And social media? They stan every eye roll like it's a stat. That counts. Meanwhile, her actual game, mid to dead center mid.
And Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese. She was unable to get it.
She's not out here dominating the league. No, she's surviving off curated clout and clickbait sound bites. Let's be real. Every time she hits the floor and misses 3 layups in a row, you can bet someone in the production truck is yelling, "Cut to a highlight from college." Because that's where her greatness peaked. But Angel Reese, she knows how to play the game, off the court. She's savvy. She leans into every narrative. She knows exactly when to tweet, "They hate to see me win," after a game she lost. And the best part? She's never the villain in the eyes of the press. Nope. She's always the victim, the underdog. They'll spin it every time.
So if you're gonna throw a punch, then I'm gonna compete with you. I'm gonna play at the level that you're getting. So that's just a player that I am.
Because the media isn't watching the game. They're watching the drama. And in the drama department, Angel Reese is a top draft pick.
I think at the end of the day, I'm a competitor. Now that it's another day, I've had an off day, now I can answer your questions and I can let you know how I really feel about things. But I'm a competitor, and I'm going to compete no matter who you are and no matter who's in front of me. So that's just what it was. Heat of the moment play, we're getting at it, we're going back and forth. It's basketball, it's all hoops. After we finish the game, it's all...
And you know who noticed all of this before anyone else? Chennedy Carter. Oh yeah, Chennedy saw through all the glitz and glitter. Behind the cute nicknames and beauty deals, she saw a player-crowned queen way before she earned the throne. She felt the double standard. Angel Reese? She can miss 5 shots in a row, and still, she's praised for her energy. High praise. For a player who wouldn't have even been noticed if not for the one player they both hate so much. But Angel? She played it safe. Kept it surface level. Turned from the rebel to the media darling in less than a season. Here's the thing though, Angel Reese isn't a villain. Nah, she's a main character. And main characters, they always get a second chance. Even if they're shooting 3 for 14 from the field.
So she's not getting any easy look. Reese, short, but couldn't get the floater to go. Angel Reese.
So now we've come to the point in the story where everyone's getting nervous because what began as a playful rivalry between Angel Reese and Chennedy Carter has escalated into an all-out cold shoulder.
New reaction after this controversial foul on Caitlin Clark.
Unnecessary.
Clark's Indiana Fever taking on the Chicago Sky on Saturday. The Sky's Chennedy Carter hitting a shot, then heading over to Clark and shoulder checking her.
Let's begin with Chennedy Carter, who, if we're being honest, has always balanced on a fine line. Her explosive talent is undeniable. She'll break ankles and leave defenders in the dust like she's using cheat codes. But discipline? Not exactly her strong suit.
So if you're gonna throw a punch, then I'm gonna compete with you. I'm gonna play at the level that you're getting. So that's just a player that I am.
And in the WNBA, that's a problem. You can talk tough, act tough, but the moment you stop backing it up with strong stats, you become expendable. That hip check on Caitlin Clark? That wasn't just a foul. It was essentially a career death sentence. Suddenly, Chennedy wasn't seen as the fiery competitor she once was. She became labeled unsportsmanlike, too emotional, bad for the brand. The Chicago Sky cut ties with her quicker than you can say league conduct policy. No press release, no farewell, just a press of the delete button. Now, she's stuck in basketball purgatory. No team, no contract, no headlines, no Instagram lives with Angel Reese, no tweets from teammates backing her up. It's pure radio. Silence. Even overseas leagues are looking at the WNBA and thinking, maybe not. And then there's Angel Reese, still playing. But the ice is starting to form around her too. Because here's the truth. The glow-up has an expiration date. Right now, the media is still enamored with her journey from college queen to rookie. With personality. But what happens when the stats don't match the storyline? What happens when the fans stop cheering for 12 points on 17 shots and start questioning, Is this all there is? What happens when the drama she once thrived on becomes more of a distraction for the team?
The shot clock expires, the ball goes out of bounds, and it belongs to New York.
Here's where it gets really ugly. Angel and Chennedy, once inseparable due to their shared disdain for Caitlin Clark, are now two frozen statues standing on opposite sides of the league. They don't speak, they don't support each other, they don't even exist in each other's worlds anymore. Why? Because Angel's got a brand to protect. She can't afford to be seen backing someone the league has blacklisted. And Chennedy, she's got nothing left to lose.
I've just seen a lot of things of players, fans, just not understanding who I am as a player. You have to understand me as a person too, and don't just look at one tape and form an opinion about me. I'm truly a passionate person about the game, and I'm genuine. You can ask all my teammates. They've got to know me. They know the real Kennedy Carter. So I'm just saying, don't form an opinion off of one little clip and you didn't even see the whole game and or the play that led to that.
This isn't a rivalry. It's a survival game, and both of them are losing. While they were caught up trying to take down Caitlin Clark, Caitlin was out there taking over the league. She's breaking viewership records, landing sponsors, and suddenly, every WNBA team wants a player like Caitlin. Meanwhile, Chennedy's left on the outside looking in, and Angel's scrambling to do damage control before the spotlight shifts. It's almost poetic. The villains got iced, the league moved on, and now they're both left questioning if all the heat they brought was ever worth the cold that followed. In the WNBA, talent might get you through the door, but playing the game the right way, that's what keeps you from being frozen out.
No lie, I'm competing. I'm gonna compete. I've already let you know, I'm gonna compete. If you're going to throw punches first, I'm gonna compete. It's all love, it's basketball. This happens in the NBA. Actually, I'm focused on New York now. I'm not really focused on that play anymore. It happened, okay? It's just a basketball. It just happened, like, it's over with. I don't know why we're dragging it, but we continue to drag the play that happened, and the whole fourth quarter happened after that. Multiple events happened after that, guys, so we just gotta let that play go.
While Carter remains unsigned in the WNBA, she continues to play professionally overseas. She's currently with Wuhan Shangfan in the Women's Chinese Basketball Association. Yes, that Wuhan. Whatever pays the bills, I guess. But Carter has been putting up standout performances. Notably, she recorded a triple-double in January 2025, with 33 points, 17 rebounds, and 10 assists in a single game. So, what happens when the villains of the league turn on each other? When two stars, built on drama, finally burn out? You get silence. You get ice. You get a league quietly moving on.
Everybody's coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game.
But don't worry, the cameras will be rolling for the next meltdown. Because in the WNBA, if the play doesn't bring the ratings, the drama always will. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Stay tuned.